everybody, I'm Lisa Roberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one I have been looking forward to sharing with you for quite some time now. We are going to be talking about, and I'm going to be giving you my full review on the brand new Scentsy Air system. The Scentsy Air is actually the newest product that Scentsy has out this fall and winter season. And I have one in my hot little hands and I could not be more excited. I was really excited to hear about what this product was all about. This is for my friends who are very much like myself and you like strong fragrances. You like your fragrances to carry and throw without having to have a bajillion warmers in one space, right? To the rescue, Scentsy Air. I love this. I will tell you, I wanted to wait and actually do this full in-depth review until I had one, obviously, and then also I wanted to actually use it. Like, I will always be 100% transparent with you and honest in what my thoughts are on a product, and especially like I want to be able to use it, and if I think it's worth the money and all of that jazz. And I want to give you my thoughts after I have used it and all of that jazz. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So the Scentsy Air is a part of our fan diffuser system or our air systems. So this actually uses pods. You're probably not going to see that through the shade now, are you? So this actually uses pods, and you'll see it uses 4 pods. You don't have to use 4, but you can use up to 4 pods. So this does not take wax. So you don't have to buy bars for this. This actually takes our pod packs, and our pod packs come 2 pods in 1 pack. So if you are familiar with our fan diffuser systems, we have products as small as mini fan diffusers that are just these little pucks that plug in to a USB port, all the way up to air purifiers and everything in between. We have wall fan diffusers, we have Scentsy Go's, we now have Scentsy Air. So much fun. And like I said, once I found out about this product and found out kind of the concept behind it, I was all in, because the whole kind of idea behind this was to be able to have one product that can fragrance up to 1,000 square feet. You heard me right, 1,000 square feet, which is amazing. And I can honestly vouch that this does throw the fragrance. I am so excited. I will tell you, I did have the opportunity, since I live close to home office, sometimes they will reach out to local consultants and say, hey, we're testing something out. Do you want to come down so that you can, just give us your thoughts, that sort of thing. And so they actually did this summer reach out and say, hey, we have this product we want to kind of run by you. So Sean and I were able to hop down there this summer, and I had no idea, I had never heard of Scentsy Air before, and so they let us know, hey, this is going to be this new product that's coming this fall and winter, and we just want your thoughts. So they had this going in a 1,000 square foot conference room, and it was Amazon rain, and I walked in and I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, the minute I walked in, it was like I could smell the fragrance with no questions asked. It was amazing. So I was, needless to say, I was excited for this to come out, to be able to experience it in my home. My home is an open concept, and so I definitely gave this a try, or have been using this in my living room. And when I tried this, because I do have warmers in literally every area of my house, and so what I will say is, when I wanted to give this a try, there were no other warmers on in that space. Like, I wanted to make sure I was really giving this an honest try, to be able to share my reviews with you and to really see the performance of this product on its own with no other help from any other devices. And it does just fine. I will tell you. So this was able to fragrance with no problem up to our living room kitchen area is about 700 square feet. And this had no problem whatsoever. You could smell it in every area of that open concept. And then all of our bedrooms and stuff are obviously smaller than that, so no problem whatsoever. And I have tried it in multiple areas of the house, different scented pods, just to see. I have also tried with 2 pods versus 4, and obviously with 4 pods you are going to be getting the most scent strength and the scent throw. But if you don't want to use 4 pods, if maybe you're just like, I like the idea of this, but I don't necessarily want the scent to be crazy strong, maybe you like medium to light fragrances, you can use 1 pod in here if you want to. But you have the option and the opportunity to be able to use up to 4 pods at a time, which I think is absolutely amazing. So let me go ahead and go over the specs on this, and then I'll tell you, I'll kind of give you my experience. I know I told you it did film my open living area, but this is $115. That is US pricing. So once I heard the price, I was kind of like, oh, it's a little bit on the higher end in terms of price wise. But if you can use one product, one Scentsy Air system, and this is going to fragrance an entire 1,000 square foot space, you're not needing 2 and 3 $60 warmers. You know, obviously there's less expensive warmers as well, but so you have to kind of look at the value that this is bringing for the price. So this isn't necessarily going to be in everyone's budget, but I do think that I do think it's worth the cost now that I have had a chance to use it and all that jazz. So this does scent up to 1,000 square feet, anywhere from 200. I don't know why they say anywhere from 200 to 1,000, because obviously this will scent a room that's 100 square feet, but up to 1,000 square feet. One thing I really like about this is the neutral decor. So this shade, it's a linen shade. So it's just this really light tan linen that is on the shade. And then on the top, you have this metal kind of grating that is almost in kind of like a floral spiral kind of design, which I think is really nice. The other thing that I really like about this is a very sturdy design. Like if you have curious fingers around your house that are like, you're like, oh my gosh, I know that my kiddo is going to get into this. It's actually pretty hard to take off. I will tell you, like it takes some actual like elbow grease to get that off. There is kind of these little grippies on the side here that really do a great job holding that shade down. And as of right now, because this is a brand new product, there is just the one shade. I don't know, and I promise, hand over my heart, I have no idea if they will eventually come out with different shade designs, so that way if you want to keep this base but use a different shade with a different design, I don't know if they're going to come out later with just different shades that you can purchase and like separately. I have no idea. They're probably just waiting to see if how popular this is going to be and if it's worth keeping around, but I think it's really nice. So I do really like this. So the shade comes off just like that, and then you have your 4 pods that go right in here. But again, you can use just 1 pod if you want to. That's the beautiful thing. There are no rules to home fragrance. This is your world, you do you. So you have your fan, and it's one giant fan. So 1 fan, but you have just the 4 little holes that your pod pack can sit in. So you'll just set it right inside just like that. If you want to do 2 pods, if you want to do 4, again, you do whatever makes you happy. But this shade, I love how sturdy it is. So you just slip it on, push it down, and it's plenty sturdy. This is not going anywhere. And this is 5 inches tall. There are 3 fan settings. So I am going to actually turn this on, but I just want to go over the specs with you. There's 3 fan settings. So you have a low, a medium, and a high. And I know I did kind of show you just the kind of beginning basics of what this is in a previous haul video, but this video we're diving deep into all the things. So we have the low, medium, and high for the fan settings. We also have the timer setting. So for those of you who are like, I don't like leaving my stuff on 24/7, you can very easily have it set on a timer. So you can have it set to 2, 4, or 8 hours. So if you want it going during the day just for 8 hours, or you know, what have you, you can totally just have it set for 2, 4, or 8 hours. I like to leave it on continuously. That's just me. And then there's also 14 different light modes, which include candle flicker as well as a full rainbow setting as well, which is super fun. So let me go ahead. Let me tell you the one thing that I don't like, because there is one teeny tiny thing that I'm not a huge fan of, but it's not a big deal. Like, would it keep me from buying it? No. I think it's still worth the money, but for $115, I feel like it should come with a cube. Cube meaning the actual cube that plugs into the wall. It didn't come with that, which I know our tabletop fan diffusers and our mini fan diffusers, those don't come with a cube as well, but I feel like for those, I'm not even fully really expecting it, especially like the mini fans. This is the mini fan. This was from our summertime whiff box with the flamingo design, but like it's a puck. Like it's a puck. This is made to be super portable. This is not going to be portable. I guess if you want, I mean, I don't know how big your vehicle is, but I guess you can plug this into your vehicle. I'm just joking around. But you know, this size of something, 15 bucks, I'm not really expecting to get a cube with it. Even the tabletop fan diffusers, not really a big deal to not get the cube with it. Something like this for $115, I kind of would have liked to have gotten a cube, but I will also say, I don't know about you, but Sean and I have about 7 bajillion cubes kind of laying around. So because, you know, you feel like at one point you were getting cubes with everything. Now like nothing comes with cubes. So and you can always order cubes on Amazon too, so if you want to do that. But we have cubes laying around, so like I said, it wasn't a huge deal. I was just kind of like, oh, I feel like for the price it probably should have come with one. It didn't. It's not a big deal. I just I feel like it should have come with it. So so just know, if you are going to purchase this, make sure you do have a cube. You also want to make sure it's going to be a cube that has enough wattage, because if you have just like the smaller cubes, that is likely not going to deliver enough power to power on the Scentsy Air. And I feel like that's where my concern is. Like that's where I feel like if you need to have a cube that's going to be large enough to deliver enough power to this device, then it really should be included, right? That's just my 2 cents. But if you have a cube that I've never had any issues. This is an Apple 12 watt USB power adapter. So this 12 watt works just fine. I've never had any issues with this not turning on, but I know some of those smaller ones, if it's not enough wattage and it's not delivering enough power, then it's not going to be able to power this on. So if maybe troubleshoot, if you have gotten this and you're like, it's not turning on or it's turning off, you know, after a certain amount of time and the timer's not on, that could be why. So that is my only kind of with the Scentsy Air. I do wish it came with a cube, but I'm sure you are like Sean and I and probably have about a bajillion in your junk drawer, right? So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on, and then I'm gonna show you kind of the ins and outs of how this works. And then I'm also gonna share with you the November host exclusive special that just so happens to be a Scentsy Air bundle. So hang tight. Okay, so she is all plugged in and ready to rock and roll. So we will go ahead and also when you do get this, the plug is separate. So you'll just plug that in first, right on the bottom here. Just plug this in, just like so. Super easy. Now you will go ahead, so as you can see on the front, you have the power button, you have the fan speed, you have the timer, and then you have the light. So those are the different buttons that you have on the front of your Scentsy Air device. So first, you're gonna turn on the power button. So you're gonna go ahead and turn that on, and it's automatically going to be set to that low setting. And I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet, just so that you can hear how quiet that fan is. Really, really quiet, right? So, and that's another thing, if you want to use 4 pods, but you don't necessarily want it to be as strong, you would have it on the low setting. So there's all different kinds of ways that you can get exactly the right amount of fragrance that you want, whether it's the amount of pods or the strength of the fan that is being used. So then you can turn it on the medium fan setting. Just click on that button one more time. A little bit louder, but it doesn't sound like a jet. So it's not that big of a deal. We have air purifiers in every room of our house, so the sound of the fan doesn't bother us in any kind of way. In fact, Sean actually likes like the white noise. And then the high setting, a little bit louder. But you're getting that amazing fragrance. And I did have this in our living room and it wasn't distracting or anything, so this was totally fine. So you can see you have those 3 different settings. Now, if you click on that fan setting again when it's on high, that's going to automatically turn it off. So at that point, you're gonna need to turn that power button back on if you want it to turn back on. Okay, and then from there you have your timer. So you'll just click on that the timer button for however long you want the timer set for. So whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours. And then right next to that, we have our light mode. So I'm gonna hope that my camera is gonna do okay with this lighting, but when you click on the lighting button once, and that's the other thing that I really love about both this as well as our diffusers, as well as our old Scentsy Go's that are no longer around, that you have these separate settings. So maybe you're having this in your bedroom and you're really sensitive to the light. During the day, you can have it lit, and then at night, if you're sensitive to the light, you can still have it going. You can have the fan on, but you can have the light turned off. So it's really nice that they are on the separate settings in case you want the fan going and the light not. So if you do want the fan or the light on, you will just click that light button, click it once, and it's gonna be on that candle flicker mode, which is so beautiful. And that's a lot of times what we love about home fragrance, right? Home fragrance in general, whether it is candles, whether it is our warmers, whatever it is, that's one of the things that we really love. At least for me, that's one thing that I have always loved about home fragrance, is not only the fragrance that you can enjoy, but also the ambiance that it brings. So I love that we have this candle flicker mode as well. So we have that, but if you click it again, now it's on a rainbow mode. So very slowly, it is going to cycle through some different colors. I'm just gonna leave it here for just a second so you can see how really pretty this is, as it is just very slowly, gradually just shifting through the different colors. So this is the rainbow mode. So you can see that it's shifting through color. But if you are like, you know what, I want this locked on my favorite color, maybe your favorite football team is playing, or you have a get together and it's themed and you want it locked on a certain color, you can click on that light button again when it's in the rainbow mode, and you can just keep clicking until it is locked on the color that you want it to be set at. So you're like, you know what, I want it locked on green, you know, so then you can have it locked on green, or, you know, you can just keep cycling through until it is the color that you want. Or if you want no color at all, then you just turn it back off and then you turn it on and then have it set to whichever speed you like, and just have it very discreet, very neutral. I really love this. I think this is such a great product, and let me tell you, when we talk about performance, for those of you who love your scent really strong and you are looking for powerhouse fragrances that are going to knock your socks off when you walk into the door, this is not going to disappoint. I can tell you that right now. Now, as always, there are certain pods that are stronger than others, but I can tell you, even our lightest pods, when you're packing 4 in this bad boy, you're gonna be able to smell it. Just gonna put it out there. So let me go ahead and show you again. So I will go ahead and take this lid off. Like I said, it takes some energy here. Okay, some little elbow grease. So you have your pods that you're just gonna stick right in here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything. I really don't. Oh, this is actually a really good tip to tell you. So fan is still on. You can see it working away. As you have this going, just with any of our fan diffuser systems, whether it is the Scentsy Go, whether it is the wall fan diffuser or air purifier, whatever it is, if it is our fan diffuser system, over time as you are using it, the fan is going to collect dust. So one thing I do recommend is always have a can of just like a keyboard duster, a can of air, if you will, but a keyboard duster, because then when it's collecting dust on the blades of the fan, you can go in, you can just clean the blades off, so that way it's not weighing down the fan, and you're going to have less issues over time. So every time, this is just a side note, every time I clean out my air purifier, anytime I switch out the filter, I always go in there with the keyboard duster as well, just because, like I said, you're cleaning it all out anyway. So if you're noticing when you're changing out your pods that it's starting to collect some dust on the blades, then you can go in and just use a keyboard duster and be fresh and clean like new. So we've got that. So yeah, it just takes 2 packs of pods, not just. It takes up to 2 packs of pods, which I think is I'm just so mind blown with it. I'm just like, I am here for it, because all of our fan diffuser systems that can take 2 pods, I always thought I was extra because I took 2 pods. And then Scentsy's like, well, hold on. How about we create something that takes 4 pods? And I'm just like, and of course, if they know me, then they're probably like, we gotta ask her. We gotta ask her to see what she thinks about this. So 2 packs of pods, you can totally fit in this bad boy, which is great. So love that, love it, love it. So $115, but during the month of November, like I said, there is a host exclusive, meaning if you are hosting a party with your consultant, or even if you are having an open shopping link for yourself, so it doesn't even have to be an in-home party, it doesn't have to be an online party, but if you have a shopping link for yourself, and if you're curious what the difference is, definitely feel free to reach out to your consultant. If you don't have a consultant that you're working with, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I'm always about getting the most bang for your buck and take advantage of all of the things that you have available to you. So if you have an open shopping link or an open party during the month of November and you cash out in November, you actually have, with any qualifying party or shopping link, which is $200 US, you can take advantage of a bundle with the Scentsy Air and 2 packs of pods for half price. Actually more than half price, because that value is $135, but you can get it for $60 US for 1 Scentsy Air system and 2 packs of pods. You don't get to pick the pods, but that's another exclusive thing. That's another special. During the month of November, you can get 2 packs of pods in this bundle of Scarlet Sunflower. You cannot get Scarlet Sunflower in pods in any other way except for this exclusive bundle. During the month of November only. I'm here for it. So you can get it for $60 rather than $115, which at $115 I do think it's worth it. But then you can get it for $60 and 2 packs of pods in Scarlet Sunflower, which is such an amazing fall floral scent during the month of November. So definitely reach out to your consultant and see about opening up a shopping link or setting up a party, earning some free and half price items for you. And if you want to use your half price item on this bundle, it's such a great deal. One thing I did want to say is that with the Scarlet Sunflower pods that are available in this bundle, this is Welcome Home. This isn't Scarlet Sunflower because I can't get my hands on Scarlet Sunflower, not just yet, in the pods. So, but yeah, if you do end up picking up this bundle and you smell the Scarlet Sunflower pods and you're like, oh my gosh, I really love this. It is also available in scent circles and room sprays and our cleaning products as well. So it is a really great fall floral scent. It has some apple notes in here. It's a really, really great one. And I think that's perfect that they are giving us the opportunity to give this a try with 2 packs of pods for half price, which is awesome. I love it. And with any host rewards, you can get this for half price, but the bundle is what makes it exclusive, and the pods, the pod fragrances is what makes it exclusive as well. So there you have it. That is my review of the brand new Scentsy Air system. I am definitely a big fan. 2 thumbs up for me. I think it's well worth it. And if you love strong fragrance, if you have an open concept, if you have high ceilings, if you have vaulted ceilings, this is going to do the trick for you. I promise. So I really think this is a great product, and I'm so happy that Scentsy decided to come out with this. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you're new, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all things Scentsy. Have an amazing day, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.